I'm in Japan and I thought that would be the perfect time to do some redesign. So today we're combining famous snacks with popular animes inside of Photoshop. It's the same concept as my videos with cartoons, but since I'm in Japan, I thought that animes would be more fitting. And our first combination is Chill Out with Tanaka-kun wa Itsumo Kadaruge. Tanaka-kun wa Itsumo Kadaruge is a super underrated anime and maybe one of my favorite ever. Everything about this anime is super calm and relaxing, and that's why I thought it would be the perfect match for Chill Out. Because Chill Out is a Japanese CBD relaxation drink. First, I imported a can of Chill Out, and this weird thing happened.
What?
So I switched to another can, and it seemed to be fine. So I made a mock-up out of it. My original idea was to have Tanaka sleeping on the table in front of the rounded Chill Out logo. But as soon as I imported the image, I knew it wasn't it. Thankfully, I found this one from SoundCloud, and I thought it looked pretty cool. So I extended it with AI and gave it a warp to make it look like it's actually printed on the can. Then I imported the Chill Out logo, but only the text, because it makes more sense compared to the other logo in my opinion. I gave it too much warp and changed the color, but don't worry, we'll fix it later. The window isn't allowing me to place the logo properly and makes the can look kinda weird. So let's get rid of it and fix the messed up logo. Now you might notice that we have a ton of negative space here. And that's great, because that's the perfect place for these facts about the drink. I took a nice photo of the can when I bought it, and I thought I could extract these from it, but it doesn't look great. Sometimes we get too caught up in what things look like on the outside, when what really matters is on the inside. I'm sure this thing has a great personality.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So eventually I just decided to copy it from the photo and arrange the text myself. I gave them boxes, and that's looking kinda nice. Fun fact about Chill Out, it's prohibited for American soldiers in Japan to consume it, because it could mess with the test results, even though it doesn't really contain THC. Anyway, that's the first design, and I think it looks pretty sick. The next design is Pocky with Boku no Hero Academia. I made Pocky designs on this channel over a year ago, and it turned out really good, so I'm pretty confident about this one. The scene I'm thinking of is Izuku holding a taiyaki and saying this taiyaki is me. I think it's kind of a meme, but taiyaki flavored Pockies would genuinely be awesome. So let's do this. I'm gonna import a box of Pockies and make it into a mock-up. Then I'll make it red and import the scene I mentioned earlier. Originally, I wanted to extend this image and make it take the whole packaging. It's not uncommon in Japan to have packaging fully covered in characters, so I thought it could be nice. But I'm not fully convinced, so instead I want to make a packaging that is more faithful to the original Pocky look. And that's when I found out that all the screen recording from this point on are corrupted and a single still image. 45 minutes of footage gone. Instead of crying about it, here's the process in animation. I imported the Pocky logo where it usually sits, and it was joined by all his friends. For the image of Izuku, I made a circle and placed him inside, with the taiyaki sticking out. I got an image of Pocky sticks and changed their color to match taiyaki. I also gave them a shadow. Now it's missing some text, so I wrote taiyaki me and placed it behind the Pockies. I wrote a nice English subtitle as well, and after some final touches on the lighting, there it is. I'm super happy with the result, and it's definitely something I would buy at the store. It was a bit heartbreaking to lose all the footages of the process of creating this design, but I hope this small animated part was enjoyable to watch and that you enjoyed the final design. If you're wondering why I was in Japan, it's because when I was 17, I studied at the high school in Matsumoto for a year, and last month was the first time I was able to go back and visit my friends and host family from Japan, and that was definitely the most fun I've had in a very long time. And I'm really happy that I was able to see them again. If you want to see some cool photos of Japan, you can head over to my Instagram, yugo.girltail, and yeah, let's get back to design. The last design is the one you saw on the thumbnail. One Punch Man and Pringles. Pringles are a simple snack, and Saitama is Simple Man. So that's definitely a match. Pringles are obviously not Japanese, but there's a seaweed flavor that feels very Japanese. So that's what we're going with. All this green made me think about the character Tatsumaki, so she will go on the packaging. Then of course we'll add the Pringles logo. This is looking a bit flat, so I'll go in with shadows, some light behind to make it look like she's standing on something, and a little bit of darker colors behind the logo. This is still a bit empty, and usually the potato chips are displayed on the packaging. So I'll import some Pringles, cut them out, and dispose them as if they were floating.
Nice job, team.
I'll add some green specks on them and pretend they are seaweeds. Then I'll warp some energy overlay around the chips to make it look like she's making them float. After that, I wrote Otsumami Nori for the flavor and cut out a small nutritional label to put in the bottom right corner. That's pretty much it. It looks pretty cool. Okay, I know, you're like, wait a minute, that's not what I clicked on. So I did make the thumbnail before making the video, and it looked pretty cool, but now I felt like I have to give you a design with Saitama as well. I got the same Pringle tube and painted it red. I imported Saitama on there and got a photo of a Pringle to put behind him, just like on the thumbnail. I told you I don't do clickbait. Then I split the chips in two because Saitama is powerful. I threw some lighting on that thing, and yep, that's it. If you want to see more of this, you can watch this video where I made cartoons realistic.